What is going on, everyone? Welcome to Game Chat. I've been trying to make this video for so long. So many things have gone wrong. This is another episode of House Hunters. We're looking at Lake Haven today. It's by Riverwood, by this lake that I always review houses by, apparently. A nice gate. We're fenced in here. This is the first house mod where we're actually fenced in. I'm just going to show the side of the house to start. There's the stables for 2 horses. You got your little cowman, some sweet chickens, and a well. This is it so far. I'm going to be getting more texture and graphic mods for, this regular Skyrim. Look at this. Because my Skyrim Special Edition keeps crashing. So I'm playing on this now. When you come here, there's going to be a sign right here that says you have to buy it. 10,000 coins is the price. Alright, so now that we're inside, it's a very open house. We have some weapon holders and everything, just set up very nicely. The entranceway opens right up to the kitchen. With what you're going to notice in this house is amazing clutter design. The clutter is very neat, orderly, and just makes the house look very livable in. I really like it a lot. It's another one of these where, dried fruit. You can search for your raw fruit, cooking ingredients, different things like that. The chests are interactive actual objects. Here's your living room. A nice bookcase. You're going to see shrines all around here. Some objects that aren't in the vanilla game, but, you'll see. And then just a nice little thrones in the fireplace. Here's the dining room table. You're going to notice this house is very well decorated, very lively. Looks like it's lived in. Looks like you are living in it. Seems like kind of a family home. This is the bathroom, the bathtub, everything like that. Everything's looking great. Just turn it off. You're done with your bath. Your character is now officially clean. So now we are going to head upstairs. So going upstairs, you're going to notice what seems to be like a library place. Nice common area just for writing your manuscripts, eating some bread, or whatever that is. Let's fill up these bookshelves, make it look even better. Here's a follower's room. Like I said, the clutter is very nice, ceiling's perfect height. It just seems open, but at the same time full, which is awesome. Here you can disable or enable the child's room. I don't know what that does. I don't know if you want to have your own little orphanage with 6 children. Here's a toy box. Room just looks amazing. I'm actually going to close this door and disable it. What does it do? Well, it just completely takes it out. Oh my god. That's awesome. I've never done that before. I was too afraid. So, here's the master bedroom. We have a nice arcane enchanter with some sweet props, as this house holds true to its merits again. A nice desk for studies, and just the entire house. Wow, yep, it's the entire house. Just the entire room. Your own little fireplace here. I don't know if it... Is it under the one... I'm sure it is. I'm sure that's actually planned out. That the kitchen connects to this one. So I love these things, especially for clothes. That's how you store your clothes. But here's something cool. You see this rug? It's green. Do you want it to be red? Okay, you can have a red rugs now. Do you want it to be freaking nasty green? Nah, you were good with the dark green? Me too. You can change them. They change in the whole house. So if you want it red, let's just go with red for now. They change everywhere. Same with the tablecloth downstairs. Same with the bedding right here. They freaking change. If you think I was kidding about the tablecloth, go back in the video and look at the tablecloth when we came in, and now look at it. Alright, so now we're going to be going downstairs to the basement. And there's a cabinet with a secret door panel, back panel. And there's a coffin to sleep in, if you're a vampire. Here's where you can disable or enable the gallery. I'm sure it just has the same effect. Here is Such a cool room. The clutter on this thing is so awesome. Look at all these freaking potion jars. Look at all these not potion jars, but flowers and just things, plant stuff, make stuff, have a butterfly in a case. Look out the ceiling at the floating... Is that a pot? Yep. Just the room, the atmosphere in it is just amazing, especially with these little moss things. Right over here, you want to disable this armory? Too bad. This armory is freaking sweet. Why would you disable this? This is probably the best essential kind of part to a house you can have. You know, you have to have all these things to be a decent Skyrim mod or house mod, so might as well make them look interesting. Down here, is this the follower room? Was the upstairs the follower room? Oh, maybe the upstairs was the steward room. I don't know. But as you can see, there's long-term effects on these freaking rugs. The rugs even downstairs are completely different. Now, we're going to go into the gallery. Here we are in the gallery. Best part about the gallery. You can put your special items on this thing. There are not only weapon racks for regular things, display cases, but there is stuff for your Daedric weapons. Your Elder Scrolls can be placed. They can actually be placed. It's so cool. It's like showing off all your collector things from your quests, and it's just different. There's enough. This is mostly your weapon thing. As you can tell, that's why it's called the gallery. We are now here in the armory, which you saw earlier, and juxtaposed to the gallery of your fancy stuff. This is just straight up. You got an iron sword. You want to put that iron sword here? Sure. Put it here. Here's your mannequins. It's just the essential. You know, you have a house you want to live in. You mostly use it to store your old stuff. Alright, you thought, how did you get here, Fable? How are you here? There is a little hatch out behind the house that leads to your basement, which is sweet. This all looks familiar, hopefully. Here is a nice clothing rack outside. And, you want to be a woodcutter? Go ahead, cut your wood. You're in your stone wall. There's an enemy. Is it a mud crab? This would not be my first mud crab. What? What are we even by at this point? Like, what is around us? Okay, continuing with the mod, I know there's something else out there. You can fish. You have a nice little fishing area. I'm genuinely concerned as to the area in which this house is located in. Alright, mud. I don't know why there's actual skeletons around. What is that? A watchtower and a... There's no reason. What is this? The house is built right next to a burial temple. What is that? Why are there skeletons around it? Okay. We're getting a little sidetracked here. So, apart from the unfriendly neighbors, there's a little bit of salmon you can catch. The view, amazing. You're on the lake. What are you gonna do? You gonna complain about being on the lake? You don't even have a lake house in real life. Don't complain. Here's a beehive. Apiary, whatever. If you guys don't know what this is a guest home. I've never been in the guest home. You can turn on and off the guest home by clicking this book. We are now, collectively, going to go into the guest home. Wow, I can't believe we made it with no crashes. So the guest home is just pretty much a smaller version of this. I guess this person was having too much fun making the mod and was like, wow, I'm just too creative. I have to make even more cool stuff. This is a little less cool than the actual house, but it is a guest house. If you actually spend time in here, you are a very immersive role player. And there's, okay, I don't know if it's a guest house or a mini orphanage at this point. There's 6 beds in your kid's bedroom. There's 6 beds in your guest house. I want to know what kind of mods this was made for. Is there like a party mod that I don't know about? Is there like a... I know there's like start your own guilds, but like what else? Alright everyone, overall, this house mod is the best I've ever seen. I've never ran into those skeletons. I hope that doesn't happen again. But overall, this mod, I'm going to give it a 9.3 out of 10. Yes, it's better than the 9.0. And that's because it's just on the outside, it's pretty decent. I know I don't have my texture mods on right now, so this is kind of just vanilla with saturation. There's a ton of space. Everything is spaced out perfectly. The clutter is amazing. The location is good minus the skeletons. And I mean, there's a guest house. You can enable and interact with so many different things in your own home. It just makes it worth being on your mod load order if you don't have a home yet. So this has been Skyrim House Hunters episode blah blah blah. And I'll see you guys next time.